Hey everyone, today we're going to tell you 10 things you don't need to bring on your cruise with you. Come check it out. Hola friends, my name is John. I'm here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 10 things you don't need to bring on your cruise. We're going to go through these pretty quickly. Before we get started, we're just a small travel agency. We love giving you amazing information on cruising. We would love for you to subscribe and come along on this journey with us. Thank you so much. So, number one thing you don't have to bring on a cruise: towels or linens. Don't bring your beach towels. Don't bring any other kind of towels or washcloths or anything like that. There's unlimited amounts of linens that you can use on the cruise ship. They will wash them. You can return your pool towels every day. They will have brand new ones there in the morning. Even when you're getting off the ship and going to a private island or different places, you can sign out towels, and as long as you bring them back, you're good to go. So do not bring any towels or linens with you on the cruise. Next up is hair dryers. First, you're not allowed to bring a hair dryer on a cruise ship with you. Second of all, they have them in the room. Every room has a hair dryer. It is generally in a drawer somewhere where you will have to find it. But they're all there. So unless you have some kind of, straightener or something like that, which could be not allowed anyway, don't worry about your hair dryer. They do have them on board. Next up, seems like it's common sense, but I've seen people try to do it. Do not bring beach chairs. Even the ones in a bag that you can carry on, it's just a waste. You don't need them. Cruise lines have chairs. I know people hog the chairs, but you don't have to bring your own beach chair. They're not going to let you put it on the pool deck anyway. So don't bring your own beach chairs. Number 4, formal attire. Let's caveat here. You certainly can bring formal attire. Royal Caribbean, for instance, does have a formal night or a dress to impress night. Cunard, different story. They are a little more formal. For most contemporary cruise lines, let's talk Royal, MSC, Norwegian, Carnival, Celebrity, Princess. You don't need anything too crazy or elaborate. If you'd like to bring a jacket as a man, or a tie, or a few dress shirts or something like that, that's great. If the ladies would like to bring some fancy dresses or anything like that, you could certainly do that. You just don't need to have crazy formal wear. You are more than probably dressed better than most people if you're wearing a nice pair of jeans and a nice shirt as a man, and some type of dress, or even a nice pantsuit if you are a lady. Those things are all going to be totally fine. I see people in the specialty restaurants with shorts and everything else on. You're on vacation. I think they understand that. I would actually like it to be a little more regimented with the dress code, but you certainly don't need formal attire. Next up, it's going to be a disappointment. You don't need a ton of shoes. So you're on a cruise ship. First of all, let's talk about the space. Cruise ship rooms are very small to begin with, so you don't have a maximum amount of space to be laying things out. Second of all, most of the time you're going on a 3, 4, 5, 7-day cruise. Those are the kind of standard. 7's the standard. If you're going on a really long cruise, I get where you would have some different options. But on a 7-day cruise, let's be honest, you're going to need flip-flops, right? Or some kind of sandals for being around the pool deck, or being on a beach. Next up, you're going to need some type of walking shoes like sneakers, or something comfortable that you can wear walking around the ship and walking off the ship and in the port. So you need to be comfortable. You need something comfortable there. And then you need something to wear in the evening so that you're comfortable. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck bringing all these things on board. And what I find generally is that when you look at everything you packed, a few days in, you realize man, I didn't need most of this stuff. You're on vacation, so you can relax. If you decided to eat at the buffet every night, you never need to get dressed up. You don't need to, take off your shorts and your bathing suit underneath, whatever. So let's talk about the next one. Number 6, full-size toiletries. So there are basic toiletries that are provided. We talked about this the other day. So you don't need to bring your giant bottles of shampoo and conditioner or body wash. I recommend bringing your own because they're nicer, and just get the little bottles. Remember, you're only going away for a week, so that you don't have to carry a whole bunch of stuff in your luggage. You certainly can, but you don't have to. Next up, let's talk about books. So we are all readers here. We love to read on our cruises. So don't bring a big stack of books. Next thing up is you can bring a Kindle or a Nook, obviously, if you have one of those. If you don't, remember, most of the cruise ships have some type of library or reading area, and there are a ton of books there. And you can grab a book and read something, or you can bring your Kindle, or just bring something like a book or two, but you don't need to bring a bunch of books. And books take up so much space in your luggage, especially if you bring like a hardcover. I've done that before. It's crazy. I don't know why I did that. Next up, irons and ironing boards. Irons you are not allowed to bring on line. Anything that really gets hot, they don't want you bringing on board. And you can't, generally speaking, most cruise lines will not have a laundry room for you to be able to do it yourself. However, they do have laundry service where you can put your clothes in a bag. They will press them off. They'll press off one or two shirts for you if you want. Obviously, you have to pay for that. And then Downy spray is a lifesaver, so you don't have to have an iron, hypothetically. Next up, don't bring too many gadgets with you, especially ones that perform similar functions like iPad and a Kindle. So I'm guilty of this. I definitely do it. I bring a laptop, I bring an iPad, I bring a Kindle. Again, not a ton of room in the room itself, and not a ton of space in your safe, and you don't want to be leaving a ton of electronic gadgets out. So be careful on how many gadgets you bring. It's kind of silly. I know I shouldn't do it either. So keep an eye on that. Last but not least, don't bring a bunch of snacks with you. First of all, you're not going to be allowed to bring a ton of things on the ship. Anything that's open, you're not going to be allowed to bring on the ship. Any kind of perishable food, you're not going to be allowed to bring on the ship. So you can bring some things that are closed, like candy, chips, pretzels, things like that you could dump in your bag. But look, let's be honest. The cruise ship has food available pretty much 24/7. And if you are smart, one of my other videos, I told people to bring some Ziploc bags. One of the things you could do is run down to the buffet when it's open, grab some cookies, grab a couple things, put them in a Ziploc bag, bring them back to your room. Then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to lug all of those things on to the ship. So those are 10 things that you don't have to bring on your cruise with you. Also, always remember to check the specific policies and what the amenities are on the particular line and ship that you're going on, because that's going to help you really prepare the best for things that you can bring and things that you can't bring. So thank you so much for watching. We will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.